Hi, my name is Annika Van Gilder. I work in the healthcare industry, and I've held a few different roles in this industry, but right now I work at a small early stage company called ARC Health. It's based in Oregon, and we connect physicians and other healthcare providers to job opportunities in rural and underserved areas across the United States. I started off as a provider recruiter, and I'm now the director of operations at this company. And we work in the global health space as well, because a lot of the healthcare providers that we work with do global work. They engage in international healthcare work. So while our focus is on the US, we help connect those providers to global health NGOs like Partners in Health, Doctors Without Borders, Medical Teams International, just to name a few, that offer them career opportunities or volunteer opportunities in other countries. I chose the different jobs I've had since college because I studied global health and medical anthropology. Starting in high school, I became interested in public health. I read a wonderful book called Mountains Beyond Mountains about Dr. Paul Farmer, and this inspired me to join the movement and embrace the belief that everyone around the world deserves equal access to healthcare and high quality healthcare. So while I've held a few different roles at 3 different organizations since college, the common thread between them is that they're all mission-driven organizations that are ultimately trying to improve the health of people around the world. There's been a few different global components of my work. I mentioned that right now I work with physicians and other healthcare providers who do global health work, and my organization helps connect them to those opportunities. In my previous job, I worked at a global health research center, so that was a very clear tie-in to global health in the global community. And then in another position at a community health center in the Seattle area, which is where I live, a big portion of the patient population was comprised of refugees and immigrants from all over the world. Seattle is a large city and attracts, it's very welcoming towards refugees, and the place where I worked made it a priority to serve them. I've used Spanish, which is a language I learned in the IU honors program. In my first job right out of college, my boss was an immigrant herself 20 years prior from Colombia, so I worked with her in Spanish. A lot of the patients I interacted with spoke Spanish. Unfortunately, I have used Spanish less since that position, but I've found ways to keep up my language skills. And it certainly comes in handy in unexpected ways. I think another skill related to multiculturalism is the ability to be humble in the face of difference and show respect for other cultures that are different from your own. Those are important things I learned that have been so useful in every role that I've held. In terms of skills, I recommend that young people get comfortable communicating with all levels of people, whether it's the CEO of your company or your coworker down the hallway or the newest hire. Be comfortable communicating with everyone. Be able to relate to people that have different backgrounds from yourself. And I think a big way to get better at that is to craft your, what I call, story of self. So why do you do the work you do? Why do you want to do the work you do? Why did you decide to study whatever your major or your minor was in college? Or why did you get involved in certain activities in high school? And what are your personal values that drive you to do what you want to do? This all comprises the story of self. And if you are really firm in what you believe in and what your goals are, and you're able to articulate that to other people, you'll be an excellent communicator, which I think is a huge asset in the world today.